Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part number 2 of my journey to New York. It's 2.5 or 3 hours past since I landed on the Gaulle airport, and I parked on Terminal 2F. I did a quick terminal change to Terminal 2E because international or cross-Atlantic flights are departing from Terminal 2E at Paris-Charles de Gaulle. So in front of you, as you can see, there is a 777-300ER, and as for the registration goes, it's Foxtrot Golf Zulu November Alpha, and this was the plane actually which I was on back in November. So just to inform you about the flight, because it will take a bit longer time than usual. So we are on stand Kilo 65, Terminal 2E, Paris-Charles de Gaulle, and as for the payload goes, we have 318 passengers on board, with a bit less than 30 tons of cargo. And as for the route goes, the winds are pretty extreme on the southern tracks above the Atlantic, so I had to choose the most northern one, so North Atlantic track Alpha, over Greenland. So because there will be a bit of a tailwinds as well, so I will stick with North Atlantic track Alpha. But as for the fuel goes, I will be taking 85.3 tons of fuel because once we are in the USA airspace, so yep, in the USA airspace, winds are getting extremely strong, so I don't want to worry about running out of fuel, so I will be carrying more than enough, so 85.3 tons of fuel. And as for the route goes, I will show you the route on the, as usual, on the screen. So, and as for the flight level goes, we will be cruising initially at flight level 320, and eventually we will step to flight level 340 or 360 maybe. We just have to wait and see what the FMC calculates. And so yes, that's for the information about the flight. So welcome to part 2, and let's get the flight programmed up for Kennedy Airport, and wish me good winds above the Atlantic. It will be a long night, or long day actually, but I'm super duper excited to fly across the Atlantic and commentate it for you guys, and I think it will be a longer video than the previous ones because it's a longer flight, so, and it's my first one, so I'm really looking forward to it. So let's get the show on the road and start the flight towards Kennedy Airport. So welcome to the 777 cockpit here on stand Kilo 65. So basically we have to get the plane ready to fly, so let's speed this up a little bit because we have ATC, so emergency exit lights to on, ADIRUs to on, and also we can turn on the seatbelt signs, and basically we can turn on the fuel pumps as well, and the packs also. So let's go down here to the FMC. Okay, here we grab the GPS position, put it in there. Reference airport is LFPG. Stand Kilo 65, and for the route we are gonna request this 777, so LFPG KJFK V2. Request that. Let's wait until it's requested. Switch these up a bit. Switch to hectopascals and stuff like this. Okay, the route 1 uplink is ready, so we can load that in. And yeah, the weather is changed slightly. It started to rain. Yeah, a bit awful weather. Okay, route is okay for us, and we are gonna we have ATCs, we have Paris control and de Gaulle approach right now, so we have to contact with them, but we can put in our call sign, so Air France 010. We're gonna activate and execute this. Perf init page, we are gonna accept this, but we are using Costinx 88 today. Step size 2000 feet. Okay, and for the time being, let's contact the Gaulle approach for our departure runway and stuff like this. So basically we have our departure clearance, but I had to switch off to Unicom because it was a bit busy, so I gone off the frequency, and I will connect back, so we can set the VNF speeds. The transition is 4000 feet here at the Gaulle. And for the init ref page, we'll be using directed takeoff 1 with 36 degrees. Let's verify this. Okay, and we're gonna using flaps 5 CG, and yeah, I corrected it because it's going to be trimmed up by 5 degrees, and the V speeds like 167, 172, and 178. So we have to do 178 here. So that's okay, and we're gonna check the step climbs. So yeah, it says that we are going to be at flight level 340. It says, so I have to see whether we stay here on flight level 340. No. At Urtak we'll be going to climbing up to 360. Okay, but let's check the init ref page for the cruising out. The cruising altitude is 320 for us today, and let's see how this goes. So 320, and we're gonna be stepping up at the oceanic entry point Araka to flight level 340. So let's see if it will fit. Okay, 3, good, great. And yeah, it says that the oceanic, so, and after Urtak we can climb up to flight level 360 here, and the oceanic exit point. So it's all set. Okay, let's get this to the next page, and contact back with Paris or de Gaulle approach actually.
Air France 0.0, read back is perfectly correct, ready for pushback.
Reporting ready for pushback, Air France 010. Okay, so we can
356, gauche,
fire up the APU,
montée niveau 190.
and do some little checklists, so, and we can
Direct de la Luxe, puis on monte niveau 190 pour les 356.
And yeah, so the traffic data. Traffic data.
Qatar Airmac, descendez 5000 pieds au QNH 983 hectopascal.
And set the runway heading here. Okay, so checklists. So oxygen.
Dégagez la 20,
This the flight instrument set. Parking brake, we have to
Et
set.
027, maintenez point d'arrêt,
completed.
correction, point d'attente 20.
And we have
droite, il y
the
a tir à 2, je vous rappelle.
cockpit preparation, or the before start
On
actually.
maintient tir à 2 de la 26.
So flight deck door closed and locked. V speeds are MCP is set. Okay. Takeoff speeds are verified. CDU pre-flight completed. Trim is set to 0 units, and taxi and takeoff briefing is completed, and we will have to set the beacon to on, but first we have to ask for a clearance for push and start. Ready for push and start, Air France 010.
Air France 010, pushback is approved, facing south on Echo 5, report ready for taxi.
Push and start is approved, facing south on Echo 5, we'll cover ready for taxi, Air France 010. Okay, so we can ask for
holding
push
point, turn
back.
right 26 right, ready for departure.
No, and we have to do
Victor Alpha Echo
nose
Fox,
to
wind
left.
270 degrees 19 knots, runway
Hopefully, yes.
right, clear for takeoff.
South, yes.
Runway 26 right, clear to take off,
And we can close all the doors, so close.
Et 027, ce sera quel parking pour 2D?
And the cargo doors
Delta
as
14
well.
possible.
And we
C'est noté
can
pour
get
Delta
rid
14,
of
027.
all the ground connections, or actually, if the APU is running, so we can now get rid of these.
Catherine,
Push back
China
to door.
81, request taxi.
Okay, and now we can turn on the beacon lights, and
China 81, taxi via Tango Alpha
See
3,
the
Romeo,
checklists.
rolling point Tango,
so
runway
there is
26 right, report ready for
before
departure.
start checklist completed, and now we can pressurize the aircraft.
Taxi YA Tango Alpha 3, Romeo, Hojas, Tango, runway 26 right.
Let's wait for
China
the
Echo.
sign to go off. No. There we go, okay. The other one left electrical light to go off, and the rest of the
Et
hydraulics.
356
Okay,
après
and
Paris,
we have
126 en
to
vol.
turn on the cross feeds as well.
Avec Paris, contrôle 126
We actually check
unité, merci pour
where
le
we
contrôle, au
have
revoir.
fuel. No, we only have in the left,
Qatar
so we have to
71
switch off
Alpha
this
Mike,
one.
continuez cap actuel.
Right here, okay.
Monte Cap actuel, Alpha
And
Mike.
actually we don't have to turn on the cross feeds right now. Once we are once we had turned on the engines, we can do that later on. So switch to the engine page. We can turn the TCAS on here, okay, and basically let's look at the plane from the outside, hopefully. Okay, and
Victor Alpha Echo
we
Fox,
have to
passe
get
passe,
rid of
passe pour le
the
mode
jetways,
Follow Charlie,
so select these,
Charles.
Under
027,
jetway
traversée
and
piste
under
26
jetway.
droite, après la traversée Way Tango, Norme Echo, stop Tango Bravo 2.
great. Let's wait a bit until they cross together.
On traverse le 28
It's
droite,
looking
Tango
really
Novembre
funny.
Echo, stop Tango,
Okay.
Bravo 2, Easy 017.
Yeah. So so let's do this right now. We can disarm the parking brake.
Qatar 71 Alpha Mike, gauche cap 230, autorisé à approche CLS 27 droite, numéro 1.
Okay.
Droite, Cap 230, autorisé approche CLS 27 droite, numéro 1, Qatar Alpha Mike.
Great. So we can turn on the engines. So it's really simple on the 777. So start switches to start. Wait, adjust a little bit, and ignition switch to start. There we can see the engine spooling up. Engine number 2 is stabilized, so we can start number 1. Let's wait a bit.
Et 027, après le stop Tango Bravo 2,
There.
roulez via Golf 3, Delta 14, et vous au parc. Bonne journée, au revoir.
Tango Bravo 2, Golf 3 et Delta 14 027 et on quitte après, au revoir.
Qatar Alpha Mike, ILS piste 27 droite.
Tarif 71 Alpha Mike, le vent 270 degrés 19 nœuds, piste 23 droite, autorisé atterrissage numéro 1.
Autorisé atterrissage, piste 20 droite, Catherine Alpha Mike, et pour information autorisée.
71 Alpha Mike, oui, mais il n'est pas encore prêt.
C'est reçu Alpha Mike.
Great. Number 1 is stabilized
Alpha Mike,
also.
la tour est maintenant et désormais prête. Vous
So.
pouvez le contacter 119 250, bonne arrive.
We can
Avec la 419 250. Merci
get
du
rid of
contrôle, à la
the
prochaine, au revoir.
page. We can, once the pushback is finished,
The Gaulle
we
approach.
can
Good afternoon. Air France
set the
1516.
brakes to RTO.
Apron Echo.
Okay.
Requesting clearance IFR to Genova.
Yeah.
Genova.
Air France 1516, bonjour, contact the Gaulle Tower on 119er, decimal 250.
Wow. It was interesting.
Contacting tower 119.250.
192.
Air France 1516.
Nana 81, contact the Gaulle Tower on frequency 119er, decimal 250.
250. Okay. We have the gold tower.
-1250, time and equal.
So the before taxi check. Okay, we can switch the RTO and set flaps to fine. Turn on a bit of a heating.
6 Victor Alpha Echo Fox, radar identified, climb start level 180.
Climb flight level 1806 Victor Alpha Echo Foxtrot.
This is looking great.
Air France 010, contact the Gaulle Tower on frequency 119er, 250.
119er 250 Air France 010. Okay, so we can switch to the gold tower right now. Great. So it's looking okay. So both engines are running. So we can turn off the APU and do the checklists. So before taxi checklist, NTIs not required. Recall, that's checked. Auto brake to RTO. Flight controls, we have to check this. So switch to the flight control.
Echo
and
Tower,
the
time
fuel
and equal. Good
flight controls
afternoon.
page.
Now taxi
We'll
to
set the trim to
holding
5
point runway
degrees.
26 right.
Okay, so full up.
Time
Full down.
981 the Gaulle Tower today. Report at holding
Full
point.
left.
Full
Full right. Back. Rudder left. Rudder right. Back to the center. And the speed brakes also. Great. So flight controls are checked. Flight controls checked. Ground equipment clear, so checklist is completed. And we can ask for taxi. And the rain stopped
Ready
raining.
for push and start.
Great.
Air France 1516.
Air France 116, pushing start approved.
Okay, let's ask for taxi
Push and start
clearance.
approved.
The Gaulle Tower, bonjour, this is Air France 010, ready for taxi.
Air France 010 the Gaulle Tower good day. I call you back. Delta 71 Alpha Mike authorized implant Tango 10. Runway 26 right via Romeo.
Taxiing to holding point Tango 10, 26 right via Romeo, Air France 010. Okay. So,
Request taxi.
we can
Air France
start the taxi. So,
1516.
upon taxi, we
Air
can
France 1516 taxis.
open the
Holding
doors.
point, Tango 9 runway 26 right via
Great.
Fox
We can
Jack,
turn on the
Oh,
tunnels
sorry.
and the taxi
November
lights.
and Romeo.
So let's let's start the
Taxi
taxi
holding point
towards
Tango 9,
26
runway
right, and
26
the
right
journey.
via Foxtrot 4, November and Romeo, Air France
So,
1516.
So yeah, so let's start the journey towards New York.
Time 981 contact departure 121.155 by the flight.
Contact departure 121.155, time and equal.
So time to do the before takeoff checklist. Flaps set to 5. Ready for departure, holding point Tango 10, F1010.
Right, F1010, line up and wait, runway 26 right.
Line up and wait 26 right, F1010.
Algérie Milan, mise au repoussage approuvé.
Reçu, repousse, Algérie Milan.
Approaching 26 right. Approaching 26 right.
Let's line this up.
On runway 26 right.
Qatari 71 Alpha Mike de high block.
Allez, 71 Alpha Mike, vous pouvez quitter la fréquence, bienvenue sur Route de Gaulle, à bientôt.
So departure
Merci
rates
Lucas,
for
merci du contrôle, à la prochaine, au revoir.
Closer with 60 knots, gust winds 40 knots.
clear flag of runway 26 right, Air France 010. Okay, so we are ready for takeoff. Landing lights are on, strobes are on. So let's get this party started to New York. So 50%ish.
Easy 027, de Gaulle.
And Toga. Okay, looking for 93.0%. Power set,
Easy 027.
80 knots. Really heavy winds upon departure. Triple 7 immersion. There is
V1.
rotate.
V2.
Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Just look at this beauty. Looking really nice. Really great. Some winds to deal with.
F1010, contact Paris departure 121, small 155, the rebus flight on New York City, bye.
Departure on 121.150, thank you very much for the ATC service, have a nice evening. Alla prochaine, Air France 010.
Okay, thank you.
Let's arm the autopilot. The Gaulle departure, hello Air France 010, with you 2500.
Air France 1081, the Gaulle approach,
Okay.
good day, you are identified. You are clear, Mopar 4 whiskey approach, expect vector ILS 27 right, descend flight level 120.
The weather is looking a bit terrible today. It turned terrible today actually. Okay, flaps 1. Get rid of the turnoffs.
France 10800 frequency.
Let's dial speed up a little bit.
Air France 010 frequency.
Air France 010 with you.
Air France 010 identified, climb flight level 190 and
Climb 190 and can you say again where to direct for 010?
010, I'm sorry, you are unable for direct, just climb 190.
Okay, climb 190 from 010. Great. Okay, so we can get this back to V now, flaps up. Oh, fuel imbalance. Shoot. You have to turn on the cross feeds. I forgot to turn this on. Okay. So after takeoff checklist. Okay, fuel imbalance. I have to switch to normal menu. And just so after takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist is completed. And for the fuel imbalance.
Ryanair 12 Bravo, le vent 280 degrés, 18 nœuds, 26 gauche autorisé à atterrissage, numéro 1.
Autorisé à atterrissage, juste 26 gauche,
Okay, on the right side. Okay, there has to be more so we can switch this off for now.
France 1081, dégueulasse approche,
just
11
don't
wide
care
and
about
side,
this.
distance circle 120, you are clear mobile
Because we are cross-feeding
arrival,
there.
expect vectorial at 27 right.
Great.
So,
That's good. That's the interesting start for towards New York. Whew. So after 7 hours and 11 minutes, it's almost time to descend. So let's sync up the heading a bit, and we can turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. And yeah, there is FMC message. Hopefully to reset MCP altitude. Yeah. First, I will set to flight level 180, and then I will continue down to 3,000 feet eventually. So we are going to be using the, let me show you, the iron, so Kingston 1 arrival for runway 3 on the right, and New York. And I have to set the QNH first because it's the barrel, so the QNH is 3046, and I will set the precision altitude later on. And actually I think we can do the descent checklist, so okay, let's wait a bit, wait the descent checklist. And basically yes, let's turn on a bit of a floodlight here in the cockpit because it looks great. So as you can hear from my voice, I'm super duper tired. This is my first long haul since a long time, and I'm getting a bit tired. But so far so good that I not fall asleep during the flight. So yeah, there is a top of descent. Hopefully we will descend shortly. We will actually. And let's switch to the interf page. So thank God we are descending, so let's give this thing a bit more seriousness. So we are descending, so we can now do this descent checklist, and we're going to be using flaps 30 for landing, and let's do the checklist. So recall, we can check it, checked, it's checked, auto brake, we are going to be using auto brake 2 I think, but let me check the charts first. So I checked the charts, and I'm aiming to vacate on rapid exit taxiway whiskey, so we are gonna be using auto brake 3. So auto brake is 3. Landing data, so VREF is 143 plus 5 is it's 148 for us, and the minimums for us is 2213. So let's dial this in. 213, okay, that's checked, and the approach briefing is basically completed. Descent checklist is completed. So we have Kennedy Tower actually tonight, and he's using text, so it's a bit of a shame, to be honest. But yeah, we are clear for the approach runway 31 right, and we are just about to start the turn to base, and yeah, so cleared. Sky is looking clear, I'm tired. Marty is on the way, and yeah, so it's time to land. Actually, I already deployed flaps 1. I set the Q&A and I set everything. Yeah, and I forgot to retract the speed brakes. That's how tired I am. Now I have to arm them. Okay, so now we just have to run through the approach checklist. So altimeters set. So checklist completed. So yeah, see you upon landing. So we are clear to land, so time to do landing gear down, flaps 15, and we can also turn on the landing lines. Whew, 7 hours 41 minutes, and we can. The winds are a bit heavy tonight, or this afternoon. Actually, yeah, it's. I forgot how great it is to arrive to Kennedy Airport. There is runway 3, alright. I just checked that I have yeah, some hopefully Fsdreamteam's New York won't mess me up this time. So let's do the landing checklist. So landing checklist is completed. Time to land. Okay. So yeah, now Kennedy Airport is loaded up in all its glory. And it's time for me to land. Let's look at quickly over the wings. There's nothing, no 777 immersion, sadly. Would be nice. Wow. A bit crosswindy. ATC advised me there is gusts. There are gusts. So sorry for this detour here. So it's time to land this beauty. I'm completely visual, but I don't want to mess up the landing because I'm still getting used to landing with the 777 on the new PC.
1,000.
Checked. So autopilot's coming off. Wow, that was an interesting disconnect. There is no veilers, but my aircraft is now.
Approaching 3, 1, right.
Right. We have to do some little corrections because I can feel this wind right now.
500.
Sadly, there is no peppies visible.
400. 300. Approaching minimums.
Okay.
200. Minimums.
A landing.
100.
100.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Great. Speed brakes up. Reverse normal. 60 miles. So, and welcome to New York GFK Airport, ladies and gentlemen. And as I predicted, we are vacating on whiskey. Flight time is 7 hours 46 minutes, 2 minutes less. Okay, auto brakes off, landing lights off, turn off, text lights on, turn offs off, strobes can come off. And yeah, let's get a stand for us. So yeah, right now I'm pretty happy because I could arrange that I can get my real stand for me, but still I asked GSX for a follow me. But basically ATC told us to taxi by Alpha and via November to stand 8. Yeah, so I'm really glad, and basically we are really okay to clean up, so I just really want to show you the flaps, the 777, retracting. So yeah, so welcome guys to New York GFK Airport, and let's wait until find my parking position and I sum this up the flight for you, because it was great. So finally we are here on stand number 8, terminal 1 at GFK, and we can shut down the engines or APUs rings. So number 2 and number 1 is shut off. Seatbelts off. Whew. So, oh, that's made my day. So yeah, yeah, you can see a dissolved marshaller in the terminal dancing because I parked good. So yeah, everything is good, everything is set, so it's bowing. Thank you very much, sir. We can turn off the TCAS and we can turn off our fuel pumps, and we can turn off our hydraulics. Can turn off the packs actually, so whew. And as you can see on my right hand side, my friend Marzi has arrived from Paris Charles de Gaulle. He made it for 3 hours and 31 minutes of flight time, so he basically like how can I say it nicely, he basically mastered the Concorde out and made a pretty good landing on runway 3 well left, so congrats for him, and hopefully we can, or you can see him in another videos. So quickly to sum this up for you, for the first long haul flight it was really great and it was really fun, and I am planning to do the next one. You guessed it right, tomorrow, and it is going to be a very famous long haul flight, and so I don't want to make this outro so long. So the flight was really great. It was the same experience on the simulator, so the same I get the same feelings when approaching GFK, then in as in real time and say real world. So it was really great, and I'm really proud of myself that I made this long haul flight. And so yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and so see you in my next one. So thank you guys for your attention, and have a nice evening, guys. So bye bye.